Hello, and everyone, and welcome to the first session of The Ties of Fate. I'm here today with Uppo Killer Beat Benson and the subject, and let's get into this. Potbellies, the last stop before the storm, a giant swirling cyclone of dust. About a mile to the east is the town of Riven, and a mile to the west is the storm. It's a small, brick building covered in the spoils of yesterday. The smell of signature potbelly port lingers in the air. As the night winds down to a close, two individuals remain in the building. Whether or not they have been in this place for long, that doesn't matter. The strings and ties of fate have brought these people together for a reason not to falter at the sight of death. Potbelly, Rumbar Potbelly, is a tall, muscular, stout man, fire-red hair and freckles, with a waft of sugar cane surrounding him. An exile from the Players College. He just started up a business. He created his signature potbelly port, a strawberry wine mixed with brandy. Last call. Well, you're lucky that I don't do last calls. It's getting late. I'll start the fire and get a few more drinks on the house. Not every day marks the new year. He starts the fire with a pluck of something invisible, and in the firelight, two individuals see each other. Anyway, he brings out the two drinks and sets up stools by the small stove. Okay. Oppo, you see this orange cat thing. Uh, he's a little shifty, but he's got, you know, just uh, entertainer clothes on. And orange, you see Oppo, a giant ape thing. Oh, orc, sorry. But, but yeah, the night winds down. You're still, weary. There are no rooms in Potbelly's Inn. There's most of the personnel, they just fall asleep on the tables. Uh, there is the storm with constant white noise, but this is more of a place to sit, to think. There's no reason to stay in Potbelly's for long, although everybody comes to Potbelly's at least once. He sits down by the fire next to Oppo, since Orange does not take the seat, and he throws the bottle over at Orange. Go ahead, drink. On the house. No reason to take. No reason to disregard a free drink. Uh, reminds me of my days at the college. You guys do much of it? Weaving. I suppose I could teach you a couple potty tricks. He pinches two spots in the air. Imagine a long string. Pluck it in the middle. Boom. Very deep, but also not very loud. Divide that in half. Pluck it again. Boom. More power, but also harder to maintain. This is called the octave rule. As you go further and further up, you create more and more powerful spells. But you also have a higher chance for it to roam out of control. I've never been much but a simple potty mage yet, but I know a bit. And he plucks in the middle, and a small puff of smoke comes out. Boom. Divide that in half. Boom. A jet of fire. Anyway, I know I'm not very impressive, but everyone should know at least a little. Even you, big guy. No reason that you couldn't, use a sword or some other weapon to pluck the strings, although you don't have one as it seems. I do know one other spell. He plucks in the middle, and a gust of wind comes out, and instead of knocking the drink all over you, it sets it down gently on the table. Boom. Yeah, not very impressive. My buddy was better. Some say he ran off. He's the reason for the storm. Whatever's at the center. Certainly powerful. I wouldn't want to go in there. Besides, two young men like you should definitely go try your hands at some form of mercenary work. Everyone does it once. Yeah, Potbelly, he's just kind of there. But you do notice, as you both take sips from your drink, Potbellies and Potbelly seem to get further and further away, translucent almost. The very floors and walls simply turn to mist. You're now in an open field, with nothing but a gravestone. The inscription reads, Runbar Potbelly, and a quote, "The strongest bonds are forged in fire. The strongest loves are tested by fire. And the strongest teachings are branded in fire." A farmer walks up and he says, "Oh, spent the night at Potbelly's, did you?" Everyone goes there once. We learn pretty quick. Looks like he liked you enough to last a bit longer. Anyway, Come on. It's the new year. I'm feeling charitable. Go ahead and come in. You can sleep in the barn. Plenty of food and wine. Podbelly was a ghost, and that it does. I did try to imply that he killed himself with one of the spells on accident, although I wasn't very good at it. Anyway, as you still be nice to get some warmth in you. The storm, you know, with it being the winter and all, it's you know, radiates out plenty of snowstorms. I wouldn't be surprised if we get at least 6 inches tonight. Well, go ahead, come in. You walk in. This man has a very nice home. He's cooking a beautiful smelling beef stew on the small stove. He's got plenty of, the comforts of home. Plush chairs and uh, rugs made from animal skin. Very nice place. Anyway, as the night becomes day, you find yourself in the barn. Very, plush with hay. Very few animals besides from another, you know, pest or so, a rat or a cricket. As dawn shines on this new day, this new year, you feel hopeful. You feel like no matter what happens, you can always take on the world. And as you step out of the barn, you see the city, bustling, Riven. It's a small town for sure. It's got plenty of transportation, but again, the last town before the storm, racked by thunder and lightning and snow, and the farmer was right. You got about 8 inches last night, but still, children are running about, happy for their day off. You see plenty of shops strewn about, a pawn shop, a jewelry store, a bakery, and in the center is a beautiful but stationary water fountain with a large diamond at the top, or some form of crystal, you don't know. Man, y'all are doing great with these 3 second gaps.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, that's fair. You take all the time you need, but how you normally do what? I don't know. Just you can do the murder hobo. I never said you couldn't. I wanted this to be some form of sandbox. You can't do it in front of a live studio audience. Yeah, that's fair. You could check the job board. It's got plenty of, business as usual kind of thoroughfare. But everybody walks around with a hint of gold in their eye. The new year means new prosperity. So people are probably a little bit more willing to help in exchange for coin. Or opposite, coin exchange for help. There is, what's your intelligence score again? Okay, contesting strength check, I believe, then. We have one on this. Yeah, 18 versus whatever you roll. They're like, could you not? Uh, they would probably get advantage. $17 versus and you successfully rip out their eyes. Everyone is just like, huh? Oh my god. See, I told you you're gonna love this. But yeah, you're harvesting eyes and you punch a child. They're like, everyone's getting out real quick. Oh, punted. Um, roll strength versus this child's constitution. How beefy is this child? Yeah, that's fair. You dexterously punt a child. Oh, uh, you have to beat a 19. This is a very. This is the fat little German boy. Yes, he's rolling constitution. This is the fat little German boy from the legends. He just got home from putting a wicked witch in an oven. Oh, he definitely is. 19 plus 2, so 21. You kick this child clear of... Huh? Well, roll it again, because you did... Just roll it again. Hmm? It's in the chat for this. Okay, so 21. Uh, you kick the... You kick a child over the building. It has... It has a paw print imprint on its face. The fat little German boy is no more. And everybody's like rushing to get out of your way. The farmer walks out and sees the blood on the snow. and this dead child flailing through the air. He's like, fuck. You're squeezing out, like, You're squeezing out eye juice. What's the juice in your eye called? You, imagine it would be quite good on toast. Shrek reference. What? You could literally go to the bakery and have more success. Rip off the dead child's leg, sure. This would probably be like you cutting it off with your talons or something. So roll, go ahead and roll Dex. Okay, 12. I'd say that's enough. You rip off this small child's leg, and, yeah. You have proficiency in cutting people's limbs off. Okay. Um, roll, Zane, roll deception and I'll roll insight. Whoever gets higher, if you get higher, then you have proficiency in punting children and cutting people's limbs off. If I... Huh? So, oh, I'd say I'm pretty... Am I perceptive or insightful? Just me. Yeah, me as a person. So I'll do +2, and you, oh, 11 or 13 versus 19, so correct. You can now punt children more efficiently. Or punt, not punch. Write that down, write that down! Alright, since no one was bothering to watch the farmer at all, he pulls up with a shotgun, and he's like, please, just get out. The legless dead child, roll strength. And I'd say this guy has about 6 HP. Yep. Well, +5? Yeah, that would probably be above his armor class. Go ahead and roll. I probably should have said roll to hit, but yeah, roll damage. This isn't your fist, you're just doing punting. I would say probably 1d6 plus your strength. You throw this child so efficiently that it reaches terminal velocity for a mere moment and slices the man's head off. You've effectively killed everyone in this town. Well, everybody else is either hiding very well, or, just straight booked it. Okay, yeah, I would give me a strength, but what octave are you trying to hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 8? 1 was the little puff of smoke you saw. 2 was the little jet of fire. Yes. Okay, I will let you know, you've had no practice with this whatsoever. You are looking to beat an 18 here. Yes. I'll let that slide, but could you start rolling using the dice maiden? But yeah, you pluck the string, and the little jet of fire starts. Sorry, the little jet of fire starts burning down the house. Yeah. Roll cat senses. Yeah, I mean, what? Yes, I'm going to roll insight using my cat senses. Or, well, no, that makes sense. Roll acrobatics for my cat senses. That still makes sense. You already started at level 3, remember? I sent. You've done it once, so I would lower the DC by. I would lower the DC by 1. 13 people have just. People have left. No one's here. Or at least no one alive. No, I'm telling Orange. Roll. Okay. 8? That's not bad, but it's still a failure. So, as you pluck the string, you feel something snap, and your hand gets burnt. You take 2 points of damage. One d20 plus 5. Why did that not work? No, I'm saying, why did the last one work? Did you do slash roll? Yeah, just type it in. 10. Another 2 points of damage, and you can keep going. Yeah. 13. You wouldn't take the damage this time, but it keeps snapping. 9. Another 2 points of damage. It is completely random. Well, just roll again. Okay, 23. The DC is lowered by 3, and you can go ahead and make that little jet of fire and start burning houses down. Yes. Go ahead. Zane, all you sense is like that really random crystal at the top of the fountain, but it's covered in ice. So you can just start looting houses. Alright, there are 2 more houses for you to burn down, unless Orange wants to start looting. Alright, yeah. Uh, and Orange is still inside there. Oh, yeah, I forgot you could do that. Yeah. You. Yep. No more houses. I would say probably. You now only have to roll a 10 or higher. If you ever crit, then I would remove the DC entirely. But you would have to. No, not have a target, but it's like earthquakes. Uh, a 1 octave is 10 times more powerful than a 0 octave. Or in a 2 or a 3, you would keep going up and up. So that would help. Well, okay. I wouldn't say a 1. 1 is like, oh, I found string, and you bump into it, and you make that little puff of smoke. It's not hard. Yes. And you can also learn other techniques. I wouldn't say sky's the limit. You're probably limited by what you know. But, yeah, you can go ahead and try anything. Yeah, I... Third octave is Fireball, and fourth is just Meteor Swarm. I will come up with, the process later. But for right now, you're just, having fun. Well, yeah, that's fair. And third level, yeah, I do need to work a bit more on this, but this is just session 0.5. Anyway, you're gonna head out into the snow. There would probably be a cart if you want to. Sure. There is no constant. You would have to like pluck, 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 pluck. Okay. And you did crit the first one, so I would say you do remove the requirement. You've gotten pretty good at plucking small jets of fire. Yes. It's okay. Roll, but the DC would probably be 19. Okay. You do take another 5 damage as your arm is basically scorched out at this point.
So let's see.
12, or yeah, 15. Yeah. Let's go gambling, as the kids say. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah. Ooh, that would be another 10 damage. Yeah, but the worse you do in the roll, the more damage you take. Do you want to risk it? Ooh. So as you shorten the string, you feel this flame, almost like your arm is guided by fire, and you release. This arrow of pure flame shoots through about 60 feet and lands in the snow. You've now cleared a path. And since you did it once, the DC is now 18. Man is gonna master fire. He's mastered the... That would probably be another 5 damage, and you are... I mean, it is supposed to be dangerous. Like, what you did just now... Yeah, what you did just now is, what it would have taken a normal person about 12 years to learn that. Third octave magic is... trial and error. But yeah, third octave is probably where they would stop teaching you at the magical octave school that I haven't learned the name of. No, it has to have a better name than the College of Magic. Anyway. God. Man gave you one drink and showed you nothing but kindness, and he was like, yeah, sure, let's go kill everyone. I'm not complaining. This has happened before. Technically, Charlotte, why'd you kill that guy? Motherfucker, he killed himself! But, yeah. There are other spells and other strings to pluck out there, but you... Ooh, okay. Um... I would like to remind you, you cannot see the strings. You're basically plucking at air. You can get a sense for where they are as you get more experienced. Right now you see like a faint red outline for each fire string. You would probably want to I would say take a long rest and learn all you. Yeah. I would probably say you also level up. Yes. Well, you did kill like 3 people and also learn. Well, still, I'm gonna say you level up. Like you don't want to level up. Alright. As the night winds down, Oppo, you are pretty fast asleep. And Orange, you hear the familiar growling of many friends that you know, experience with. Blood. Blood, 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 blood. We seek blood, 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 blood. Find the college, 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 college. Learn the spells. Spells, 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 spells. No, I'm whispering into my mic. Do I need to move it closer? But, yeah. You do now have some form of goal, whether or not you want to tell Oppo. The many, they look over and say, "This is a strong one, strong one, 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 one. Keep him in your sights, lest he stab you in the back, 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 back." He could be a formidable opponent. Opponent, 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 opponent. Very well, well. We will see you at the college. College. Oppo, I am probably going to... I want you to roll Constitution to see if you were awake for all of this. I would probably say that you were asleep for most of this. You heard bits and pieces. You do have the vague notion of, hey, maybe I should go to that college, even if it is just to burn it all down. Yes. The 4th octave. Oh. Or no, the healing. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I am going to... Okay, I'm going to pick a number, or pick a range. If you get above an 80 on this D100, then you do find it. Ooh! So, Orange, you are sitting there, and you hear this ding, 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 as all of the blood in your body gets spewed out. And you see Apo as he respawns a couple feet away, just pops back into existence. And that is where we will have a to be continued. Alright. Thank you guys for playing. Alright. I am probably going to stop the recording right now.